All right. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Josiah's World TV Media. I hope y'all are all doing well today. I got a special guest with me here, Simply Sakina. Hey, Sakina.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, it is Thursday. Such a crazy ass week. This is the day before my haircut, so I'm sitting here looking like Jim Jones. What the people be saying, Jim Jones.
I'm Jim Jones.
Jim Jones. I think I'm Big Meesh. No, that Rick Ross. Never mind.
That's Rick Ross.
My bad. Well, girl, how your Thursday going?
I keep thinking that today is not Thursday. Yesterday, I kept thinking that Wednesday was Thursday. So my day just feel completely off this week. I've been just trying to be very productive, work-wise when it comes to the 9 to 5, and then it comes down to YouTube. So yeah, I've been cranking out. I did 2 videos today, and now I'm here with you. So it's been
come on, 2 videos.
Something like.
That's amazing. Okay. We getting it in. Yeah, same here. So this video, you guys, for those who don't know, was supposed to be yesterday. And now it's here, we here today. So here we are in the flesh.
Better late than never, right? Shoot.
Right. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey Kimmy, yes, welcome. Please remember to like the video and subscribe on the channel. Hey Miss Rocky, how you doing? Hey Tracy, what's up?
Hey Tracy, Rocky, Kimmy.
So today we're actually going to sit here and talk about Mariah and Carlos King interview that happened on this Tuesday. And there was a lot that low-key went down on the show, and Mariah spilled a lot. Now, this was a random interview. Carlos King, I just want to say I'm so proud of Carlos King for actually getting in his production bag. And, he's trying to be, well, not trying to be, but he is a podcaster. Maybe that's more of his lane than actually producing real-life TV shows. Hence why Love and Marriage Huntsville has not been successful and has been trash. But,
Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville, I've told y'all time and time again, I've clocked out of the show, about 3 seasons ago. I mean, the seasons are long. There's like 30 episodes in one or whatever, but I clocked out, we'll probably say like 3 years ago. I don't know, shoot. But
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, whatever break. I think it might have been a break because, he likes to do that. I'm not going to say that he does not know how to produce, reality TV because, he gave us some of RHOA's best years and, New Jersey and, anything else he may have had his hands in. So I think he is really good at what he does. I just feel like, I don't know if it's like a greedy thing. He felt like, he had his hit with Huntsville and it was a very raw, real reality show. But I think the issue with that is just the oversaturation. It's as if we never got a break from it. People got tired.
It's the oversaturation. It's the, like you said, and then these big old breaks that's happening. It's not really giving anything as of right now. So I really need him to kind of get it together because I'm just not here for it.
Yeah, he got to shake it up a little bit, get rid of some people, add some new people. I'm sure there's plenty of couples in Huntsville that will be happy to be on the show. I feel like they do have really good, like I said, real stories going on, but I think the redundancy is an issue too with the Martell and Mel and all. Listen, y'all got divorced at this point. We don't want to keep hearing about it. We rather y'all just part and do something else. So I ain't gonna take away from his, the things that he does. I just feel like he may need to go back to the drawing board with certain shows.
That's what I feel like. I feel like he needs to go back to the drawing board and podcast. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I just be side eyeing Carlos because he kicks ass so much when he be doing these interviews. Like Mariah got his ass together. Talking, so you I see you give all the girls they flowers.
But I mean, as an interviewer, you definitely, and you probably know this because hell, you did more interviews than me. But I don't interview nobody. So yeah,
I did give Miss Wanda her flowers for being the most, I did give Miss Wanda her flowers for being one of the most, like prompted at TV mamas. So I guess you can say it.
You have to shower your guests. You don't want to welcome them into your house and be on the
So
fence.
what happened? What you said?
Huh?
No, exactly. Asking them questions like, "What you say? What happened?
Oh, okay, like you don't want to do it like that. So I do appreciate him recognizing his guests and giving them their flowers. I mean, you gotta show love to the people who are on your platform. Otherwise, you're gonna look crazy.
You do. You're right. So, okay. So let's get into it and let's get into the tea. So before I actually get into the video, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button.
Yes.
Okay. So you can, and also notification bell so you can be notified when I post more content. And I want to go get into this lady. She did a TikTok and shout out to her. She did her big one with this. Let me see if I can share my screen. She did like a little TikTok video that caught my attention. So let me go down. See if I can find it. Okay.
And today, Carlos.
Hold on. Can y'all see? Can you hear?
Mm-hmm. Hear and see. Yep.
All right, great. So let me go ahead and zoom this up.
King is talking with Mariah Huck. Let's just get into it. So Carlos has shown up to Sleek Studios. Mariah looks absolutely beautiful. So Mariah gives him a tour of Sleek Studios. And here you can do your podcast here. You can have events. You can have meetings. They have monthly memberships and then weekly memberships. And I think it's really beautiful to know what she's doing. I've seen her with Buffy talking about Sleek Studios too. Let's keep going. Mariah has really made something for herself with this studio, right? Not only does she give people a space to create, but she is creating herself and she is about to create her own talk show. She said her first guests are T.I. and Ralph Tresvant. I'm down for the Ralph Tresvant interview. Good for you, Mariah. I love it. Mariah Huck is truly weaved all through the fabrics of Married to Medicine. Her hands was on everything except for the name. She said that it took her 4 years to shop it. Once it was picked up, other people came and she had a TLC decision or Bravo decision. She chose Bravo because she felt like the audience was better and that was a great choice. But she also tried to maximize her moment and have the show on Bravo, but do like little shows that would accent it on TLC, but TLC said, no, if you're not all in, you can't be here. But she tried it. So I don't know if Mariah was clearing anything up, but she created the show and she's the EP on the show. So she gets paid, she said, differently for both. Carlos asked, does she get 2 checks? She told him she gets a cute coin. And then he went on to talk about how can she do all these things for Married to Medicine. And he asked her, does she feel like she was pushed out? She said, absolutely. She felt like that. Mariah said that her contract had worn out. And what she did not realize is that was always the goal, to push her out as being the talent creator and from the talent perspective.
Okay, so let me stop sharing here. So first of all, the first part of the interview, I'm not gonna lie, Carlos did his big one with the whole tour. Look at Scotty with these damn
Scotty. Let me look at his picture. Hold on. Okay, Green. Okay, Pig.
You know what he looked like? He looked like that Maya cover. That Maya's first album with that hat.
With the hat, yes.
Hey, Miss Two Feisty Patches.
Hey, look, Patches.
If y'all wasn't here on Monday, it was a whole situation. Okay. But anyways, so before we actually get into the topic, first of all, the studio was so beautiful. I was like, damn, like Miss Mariah, this is Josiah. We go back on past the fire. Call me. Listen, I am looking for a job. I am currently working on my production stuff. Girl, I want to work in the studio.
That would be a nice look.
Right. I was like, ooh, let me come out there. Let me come out there to Atlanta to work. I would love that.
And a little fun fact, that's actually in the county in which I, grew up. I went to high school, middle school in that same county. And I'm very familiar with the area. So when she was like McDonough, I said,
so is it like a nice area? Is it like a really deep, like nice area?
So we're 30 minutes from the city.
Huh?
It's 30 minutes from Atlanta.
Okay.
And it's it's the suburbs. So back when I went to school, it really wasn't too much going on out here, but now it's kind of like the area just started to develop overnight. So I do feel like her doing this in that area is perfect. It's literally perfect because the area is so up and coming. They have a lot of attractions that they're in the works of building right now. So I think that's very smart of her to do real estate in that area. Perfect. I said I need to drive by, see what's going on.
I love that because it's a lot of people that are actually moving out to Atlanta. Everybody, listen, every Black person, oh, I'm moving to a new city to change my life. I'm moving to Houston. I'm moving to Atlanta. Houston and Atlanta.
Houston and Atlanta are the two.
The two. Oh my God, it gets so annoying. That's another conversation because I'm like, y'all need to stop moving y'all ass down to Houston. We fool down here.
But I mean, Houston bigger than Atlanta.
Huh?
Houston is bigger than Atlanta.
Is it?
That's
yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right, because when I be out there, that traffic be a mess. I'd be like, what the hell?
That's what the people say. I mean, I only been in Houston one time, but that's what the people say. So.
Hi, the real Miss Patches. Hi, Miss Sharon. Welcome.
Hey, y'all.
So, anyways, the studio was definitely beautiful. I think that I really love the blue, the teal of it all. And I can really see a lot of, everybody's in it. We are in a content creator era right now. Everybody's a content creator. Everybody is doing shorts. Even your 70-year-old grandmama going viral on TikTok.
Okay.
So it's for everybody, Yeah. So yes, Dallas too. Right. So let's go ahead and get into the actual interview. Now, the first part that I want to talk about is Mariah getting pushed off on Married to Medicine. Now, she was on the first season. She got into it with Toya, hitting her with her purse. Honey. I was like, oh, Lord. That was iconic. That was one of the most iconic fights ever. And that really got everything started off.
Me and my cousin, we always quote, nah, bitch. Toya.
Yeah. Toya, right. So that was Mariah's first, big fight. Well, one of many. But anyways, like physical fight. Right. And I just feel like, do you feel like that these, okay, before I actually get into that question, let's hear what Ms. Mariah has to say here. She has something to say about the situation. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Hold on. Okay.
But were you pushed out of Married to Medicine?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think my contract ran out. Just like many of the girls, my contract ran out from a talent perspective because I had multiple contracts, the producer contract and the talent contract. I didn't realize in the beginning that was the goal the entire time, was to push me out from a talent perspective, because they don't ever want you to have too much power, in front of the camera and behind the camera. So yeah, I did feel as if I was pushed out, but you know what? In hindsight, I feel like maybe it was best, because I don't think it was best for the show. I think it wasn't a good decision for the show. And that's how I know it was bullshit in the game, because it wasn't for the show. It wasn't best. There's no way they can come up with any reason why I should be out of the show. Whether they come up with a line, or you're on the island, or the girls aren't doing this, or the girls don't want to hang with you. They always do that. They vote you out. It's all kind of an unscripted script. So, yeah, I feel like I was a bit pushed out prematurely. But I think it backfired in a lot of ways, and I don't think it was best for the franchise, and I try not to hone in on it too much, because the first thing they'll say is she's mad, and it's not that. I just don't like the way in which it was done. And I did feel as if I was stabbed in my back, my heart, my jugular, in my eye with all of those ladies. I did. You know, I'm not even mad at the producers. You can't let the devil use you. They had to have a vessel. And I felt like all of those ladies, yeah, because they didn't have a reason. I wasn't perfect, but I was a damn good producer of amazing talent. So it didn't make sense. And I never had the attitude of, I'm the queen bee, pay me the most. No. The talent side, everybody get paid the same. And as soon as I left, they went to war about that. Jackie gets paid more than Quad, or this person gets. See, I didn't want that because I knew that there will always be a point of dissension. I think they did a lot of things to me that it felt very personal. And it did feel a bit discriminatory. And nobody had my back. So yeah, that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth.
You felt that because you're a Black woman, there was some discrimination involved?
I don't know if it was because I'm a Black woman, a strong woman. I don't know, but I don't think it was normal. I don't think it makes sense. And I cannot fathom to this day why any of those women will go along with it, with how hard I had worked for all of us to be seen on such an amazing platform.
I don't want to put words in your
Okay, so let's get back here on the screen. All right, so Mariah said that she was the one who actually created the show, and she felt like that she was backstabbed by these women. And did you agree with what Mariah had to say?
Backstabbed? I think she probably was. I wouldn't say that she wasn't, because it was pretty obvious that some of the ladies just did not like her. But she also did not like some of the ladies. So I feel like y'all don't like each other, so that's just what happened. But because she is the creator of the show, when she was saying that she never tried to, I guess, act like Queen Bee, she said so many times throughout the seasons, I'm the nucleus of this group. That was her favorite word. And it was kind of as if, girl, that all you bitches is my sons. Like, I created this. She had that energy. So I do feel like, girl, you got to be real about that. Yeah, you was walking around like this was your rightfully so, because you curated this entire thing. But she had an ego for sure.
Right. And I agree with Too Feisty. I really, really, really did enjoy Mariah's interview with Carlos, but I do feel like that it was giving just a little bit victim mentality, like a victim vibe to everything.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really necessarily feeling that because, girl, like you said, you went on the show and you showed your ass too. Now, your situation with Quad, I understand. She felt like she was backstabbed by these women. But Mariah, girl, you in your confessionals calling Dr. Simone the Easter Bunny, getting into it with having a shade match over your teeth with Heavenly. Mariah is not as innocent as she speaks.
She's not.
Yeah, maybe just production just did not like her. You know what I'm saying? And this was her show. And I think this has always been an ongoing issue when a producer wants to come on the show, or a creator who wants to be the creative and the talent as well. And we see that same issue with Miss Shani O'Neal, because Shani wants to play both gates, and it will never win in your favor because it's always going to be blurred lines and boundaries disrespected. And you always going to put people, your talent, and / your castmates at a difficult decision. So I think maybe it's a time that they were sick of Mariah and her shenanigans. They was over it. They felt like she was going around being the big boss, and they ended up just having a conversation with production. It's like, okay, Mariah's doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that. And I mean, the personality was already there throughout the seasons. She had an ego, just like I said. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if, they was like, oh, yep, it's time to go. Her contract is up. This is our perfect time. But at the same time, I do feel like Mariah, she was a big personality and a big part of the show. So it's like to keep people like Toya, who's had the same storyline for years, and then get rid of Mariah, it's just kind of like, I mean, let's be real. To keep somebody who is just giving us the same thing for years and getting rid of such a big personality that actually holds weight to this group, it just, stuff like that doesn't add up.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me. They should have kept her, and I'm not even the biggest fan of Mariah, but they could have kept her.
Definitely. They could, yeah, they definitely could have kept Mariah, because even when Mariah was on the show, she was entertaining. She was a good talent. She was a good talent. And that's the difference between her and Shawnee O'Neal, because Shawnee would come on that show. Remember that season when her and got into it, and she was like, "You quit being a bitch," or something like that. And she was like, "Thank you."
Yeah. It was as if couldn't nobody stick to her. And that's what I always for Brandy, because I loved Brandy up until she got like on the reboot, then I mean, or whatever. When she came back, I was like, yeah, I wasn't feeling her anymore. But I always went up for Brandy because Shawnee is not, exempt. If you're gonna be in the group, then I'm going to treat you just like I treat everybody else. And that's how the ladies were with Married to Medicine. Mariah got down and dirty with the rest of them, and I could appreciate that for sure. I feel like I was a little happy. Well, I ain't gonna say happy. I was okay. A lot of
people didn't like her on the show,
and I really didn't care for her. Honestly, I was always on Quad side, so it didn't bother me too much that she was no longer a part of the cast. Mm-hmm. But I do kind of feel like now, looking at it, afterwards, it is kind of like, because I've been detached from Married to Medicine probably ever since Mariah been gone.
Actually, I stopped watching it like that. I just started watching it again. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't really watch it when what's the girl name? The blogger was on the show. I stopped watching it then. Anila, yes. I stopped watching it then when she started coming on the show, because I was low-key halfway over it.
But I think she was a replacement.
Huh?
She was Mariah's replacement.
That was the worst decision ever.
Exactly.
Because Mariah that was one of the worst decisions they could have done. Not have that girl on that show. But so let's get into the next subject. Okay, so let's talk about Miss Quad and Mariah. Ooh, remember these hairstyles, Sakina?
Bundles.
With the bang. Yes. And it's so funny because Quad hairstyle reminds me of Toya Luckett back in 2006.
Yes.
One in between two. Yes. And I really want to be with you. Tell me what you do.
That is definitely the time.
But Sakina, the little swoop bang and the little goody two-shoe curls had y'all in the chokehold back in the day.
Chokehold. Do you hear me?
Because I looked at your 21 when I was 21 on Instagram, and you had that same. Yours was straight, but you had that same bang.
I had my little bang.
You had the little bang. Bang.
I have my little 2 bundles and a leave out.
There we go. Can we get back to the bundles and leave the lace fronts away?
But just make sure your bundles blend in, because that's my issue. If the bundle, if your leave out does not blend with your bundles, then we have a problem. But that's another story.
Right. Look, your hair is all sticking up and stuff, and the bundles are all straight and silky.
Just
get a flat iron, just get a little flat iron.
Okay.
I would take this hat off right now, but I'm not about to play myself like that. I'm about to say hair all just out and about. Anyways, so let's talk about Miss Mariah and Quad. So Mariah had a couple things to say on her relationship with Quad, and she said that she actually Quad deserved her own spinoff. So let's go ahead and watch that. Let me go ahead and pull it up here one moment. Okay, let's see. All right. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Actually, hold on.
It's in the middle.
No,
No,
that's
yeah.
that's Dr. Jackie. Hold on. I'm sorry. Ooh, production. I have it right here. It's on Twitter, not YouTube. Let me okay. Shout out to it's Carrie Child because he's staying in the mix with stuff. Um present sharing. Okay. Awesome.
To have a spinoff. And
I think that by now she should have spent off.
wait a second. You're telling me to my face that you believe Quad by now should have a spinoff.
Yeah, she's single. Like, why is she on me? I just don't understand. I'm not being funny. I don't understand. And you can't tell me you seem to think.
We're gonna have a real conversation because we're
why
friends. Go
I
ahead, talk to me.
do not understand how she's married to medicine in any way. I don't. It does not make sense to me. And I'm okay with saying that. I think when her and Dr. G got a divorce, I don't think she should have been kicked off the show. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I think they should have shown the way in which they transitioned, what they were doing in their separate lives, and showed her building a new life. And yeah, I mean, it still builds the show, and it still goes back to Married to Medicine. It's just one of the branches of Married to Medicine. To me, show her dating, show her and that. Now, if that doesn't work, then so be it. But if she's a star, then let her shine in another avenue. But it's a lot of doctors' wives that deserve to be shown.
Do you think Quad is a star?
Yeah, I think all those ladies are, though, in some ways. I think all of them have star qualities. I think all of them have something that makes them shine. Now, can they carry shows? Yeah, maybe not so much.
Now that was very nice of her, and then to throw that little shade at the end, it was so sweet. But so they had a whole conversation breakdown, relationship between the two, between Quad and Mariah, and I felt like that it's unfortunate that these women cannot never get back on good terms because there was so much stuff done under the bridge. Because these girls was bosom buddies season 1, and then we saw the kind of fallout that happened later in the later seasons. What is your thought on Mariah saying that about Quad, saying that she deserves her own spinoff?
I agree because I do feel like down to even I think that was Mariah's last reunion when she was like, "You're not even married to medicine, my love." Like, yes, that is true. Why is Quad still on the show when it's called Married to Medicine? Even when she was talking about the difference between Married to Medicine and Housewives, they definitely got off track and started to, get single women on the show, and which I don't have any problem with that, but that is steered away from the original formula. So to have women on this show who are not married to medicine, who have no association to medicine, it is kind of like, what are we doing here? Did we forget the title of the show? Because the thing about being single is that it's, a lot of these women date on the shows and then they end up getting married on Housewives. With Married to Medicine, it's like, okay, are the women really is Quad gonna focus on dating somebody in the medical field just to be, under the guidelines of the show? No. So I do feel like they do need to stick to the formula, and Quad is no longer a part of that formula, though she is, a big energy, a big presence on the show. And I definitely feel like her presence is clearly being missed now with them kicking her off. I feel like if they would have just replaced somebody else earlier on, it wouldn't have been so it wouldn't be such a void. Yeah. Especially because Mariah was still there. And like I said, she's a big personality too.
Yeah, I think that Quad time has came to an end. However, I think that Quad brought it because even when they did Married to Medicine LA for them 1 or 2 seasons, when all the girls came out there having Quad and them, they brought it. They pretty much brought the drama and the mess and stuff. And that was a good little part. So Quad is definitely entertaining, and I think she do deserve her own show. Now I think that also that they can reconcile, like their relationship can heal, Jesus can fix it, because they're not on the show like that. Well, you think it's just too much water under the bridge?
I do feel like that. I know in Quad's interview with Carlos, she said that she does, she missed the fun times that they had. Mariah was just pretty much like, nah, she seemed more away from the friendship compared to Quad. I feel like if it was up to Quad, they probably could, but Mariah seems pretty shut off from it. But even with that though, because I remember Funky Dineva was there for that whole situation, and he definitely told the story as if Mariah was the villain in that. So that's a part where I don't feel like she's being truthful in. What Quad threw her purse and she lunged at her. I wasn't there, so I don't know, but I do remember Funky telling the story in a way that painted Mariah to be the bad guy. So I do feel like there may have been some type of jealousy. I do feel like Mariah wanted her to win. I mean, obviously, because they did have a really close relationship, but I feel like when things don't necessarily go your way, when it's a turn of events, it kind of makes you salty a little bit. So I can see Mariah having a little salt when it comes down to Quad being a fan favorite, because I feel like it was neck and neck between the two of them. You had Team Mariah, Team Quad. So these big personalities, you have fans that, got them at the top.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that. Okay. So the last part of the that I actually want to talk about is, just her relationship with these women and what Mariah had to say regarding the women on the show. Now, the first video I'm gonna play is the video with Dr. Jackie, and then the other one is with Simone. So let's take a look at this before we actually close out. Yeah.
One of the women actually said to me, they want me to be the person to put the nail in your coffin. Another woman went to the pre-production meeting and said, if I talk to Mariah, will I be fired from Married to Medicine?
Look at his face.
It's not reactionary.
Will I be fired from Married to Medicine? So you have to understand what I was up against. And they all knew it. They knew what it was. So it was never against them.
Listen, I believe Quad when Simone allegedly said to her, I can't go against you because I don't want to make...
She said that. No, I know. No, she absolutely, Quad is not lying, because she's the person that said to me, they want me to put the nail in your coffin.
Simone
is deep. Yeah. She's the person that said to me, they want me to put the nail in your coffin, but I'm not sure if I can do it.
So I'm a blogger, but Simone's a backstabber. Allegedly.
That's the person, everybody keeps saying Quad. The person I had more, Quad was my best friend. Never was jealous of her, thought the world of her, honestly. But Simone delivered my babies, delivered my sister babies, delivered my cousin's babies. My aunt was her nanny. That's who I had allegiance to. Yeah, she brought life in the world in my family. That's who my allegiance was always to, Miss Simone. Old fence riding Simone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when she said that, the Quad's not lying. And I don't have a dog in the fight.
Right.
But if Quad said she said that, she said it. One of the women...
Okay, and then this is her. This is the cliffhanger of the first part of the interview with Carlos King.
Yeah, I think they did it to Buffy. I think they kind of iced her out. Like, why is Buffy not? I like Janice.
I like Buffy on the show.
Think about it. Because she went against Jackie?
And I want to hear your opinion. I heard the real villain on the show is Dr. Jackie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get back on this screen, honey. What's Scotty be saying, honey? He's so damn country. Yes, honey. But anyway, let's get back on the screen. So we heard the part about Simone. Now, are you surprised by what Mariah said about Simone?
Well, going back to Quad's interview with Carlos, when she said that, I was like, I could kind of see that. I could see Simone saying that. Which is crazy because I wouldn't think that Dr. Simone would have that type of personality to just go and follow somebody, Toya of all people, especially. You know, I'm gonna go against you, otherwise Toya is going to be mad at me. But I can only go off of the interactions and the relationships that they have, because Dr. Simone doesn't fool with Quad. They used to have a close relationship. She doesn't fool with Quad anymore, and all of a sudden she is all up Toya's ass, and it's just like, I don't remember where this friendship just kind of came from.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody in the comments can refresh me, but I don't remember where this relationship had came from. So hearing Quad say that on Carlos's interview, it's like, well, they do hang around each other a lot, so probably so. And then you get Mariah saying, oh, well, shit, Simone is the same one who told me, you know, if I hang with you, they're going to let me go. They want me to put the nail in the coffin and all of that. So just like
we
Mariah
all been knew that Simone was a flip. We all been knew that Simone flip flops. Okay, she flip flop. It reminds me of like a Susie Ketchum off of basketball.
Who's that? Oh, look, I was like, who was that? I never knew Susie last name.
Susie. No, just kidding. No, she's not. It ain't that bad. But Sis definitely does flip flop, like Cynthia Bailey did back in her early days. Baby, Cynthia Bailey used to flip flop on them hoes.
She was just getting to know Kenya.
Right. And then, what is your thought on Dr. Jackie being a real villain? I mean, Sis was dragged just about a month ago about her comments about the delivering babies from Black mamas. Woo! Child. But we all knew that Dr. Jackie was the real. Dr. Jackie isn't no sneakiest one on there.
Dr. Jackie didn't. She never bothered me, but I felt like, you know, she was just very kind of dry, you know. And you always need that mother figure of the group. She's the you know, eldest of the ladies. So it's like you kind of need somebody to, you know, reel the girls in. But at the same time, Dr. Jackie, she be having some slick shit to say too. And it seemed like she's a little bit more out there with her comments and thoughts this season. We know that she's, you know, said some things all throughout the season. But for me, I didn't even finish watching this season, but I was just like, Dr. Jackie being more vocal than I remember.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, we know that the people definitely paint her as a villain for sure. I'm just kind of not, I feel very indifferent about Dr. Jackie. She can stay or she can leave. So this villain thing is just like, if that's how people feel, then that's how people feel. They got the receipts out there to show it as well. So I'm not going to go against it. But there is one thing I do want to speak on.
Yes, let's get into it. Oh, wait, before you actually speak on it, I agree. Dr. Jackie is, you know, very nice, nasty.
Very nice, nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I wanted to touch on. Buffy. I don't like her. I never liked Buffy. I never liked Buffy.
Do you think that Buffy plays a professional victim sometimes?
Yes. Wrap it up. The fact that she is still to this day, before Dr. Jackie was, you know, outed by everybody, I literally came across, it was like a Married to Medicine clip. This is, like I said, before Dr. Jackie had got this, you know, exposure or whatever. She was in the Jasmine brand comments talking about what Dr. Jackie did to her. Like, girl, I mean, I get it. And I don't want to take away from her experience. We get it. You know, it stung and all of that. But I'm not going to lie. It's like, let it go. It happened years ago. And the fact that you still, it's like you're obsessed. She's obsessed with this, you know, this thing. And it's like, girl, I know she outed you at a charity event, but baby, this is also a reality TV show that you put your business out there on. So whether Dr. Jackie put it out there, I do feel like Dr. Jackie, you know, it wasn't the best place to say, but you put your business out there on TV already. So
I have not seen a Buffy interview. I think I might come back and do like a little I'm gonna have to probably come back and do a little some about it. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at doing live streams. Y'all know my ass on to go live. Hell, I be doing voiceovers and stuff. So I think about coming back doing that Buffy interview because I seen it and then I saw something about Dr. Contessa suing, child. Dr. Contessa suing?
Suing Bravo?
No, she's suing. She said she's about to go sue Buffy for that interview. She said something about Contessa. She didn't like it. So she about to go ahead and sue. She said, I'm about to sue your black ass.
Well, look, Contessa, I'm not mad. And it's strictly because I can't stand Buffy. She said she's not stopping because it makes her feel better. That's what the comments say.
Yeah, she got it. You know, Buffy always gonna have it out for Dr. Jackie.
Child, we might have to go look at this interview because she said what she said about Dr. Contessa was crazy.
Right. You maybe we could come back. Well, I don't know when you free next time. We'll talk about that backstage. Maybe we can come back and talk about that interview. Watch it. And then yeah.
But you like Buffy.
Huh?
You like Buffy?
I mean, I could do without her. I don't care.
When he mentioned when in that clip when Carlos mentioned Buffy, you look like you was excited, like you go up for her. So I just had to ask.
No, I just feel like I think that Buffy plays victim a lot, but but about that, I'm sorry about that whole Dr. Jackie situation when she did her interview about it. She did eat that though, going off on Dr. Jackie. But we'll see. We're gonna see. So guys, well, listen, that's all we got for y'all today. Okay, we might come back for part 2. We'll see. But guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe to the content. And let me go ahead and read. Oh, actually, before we leave, let me go read these comments.
Right, because my mouth just dropped reading one.
Okay, let's see what because y'all going in. Hey, Aaliyah. Aaliyah said, I just watched Buffy's interview with Oliver at Twist, and it made me dislike Jackie even more. Too Feisty said, I don't know about Jackie being a villain. She ain't perfect and is undeserving of a halo effect, but I don't think she's a bad person. Aaliyah said she's not stopping and makes her feel better. And then Too Feisty said, Buffy lies. Ooh, y'all going in on these comments. Ooh. Well, actually, okay. Aisha said, yes, Buffy dared her too. Ooh, yeah. That's a lot. You grow girl said she's a crybaby, but she also be valid.
You're crying too much.
Crying.
Dang, shut up. This was years ago, girl.
Right. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray.
Hey.
Oh, where are you?
Ooh,
I'm all churched out.
Oh, Cora.
Yes, Cora hit that.
Cora
anyways,
hit that.
Yes. So, any last thoughts or comments about Miss Mariah before we exit out of here?
Oh, they. Okay. Because I thought you may have ignored a question, but they talking about themselves. So yeah. I don't really. You asked me if I have anything.
Any final thoughts?
First part of this interview was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mariah looked good. Okay, she looked good from her head to her toes. Absolutely loved it. I'm interested to see what part 2 is going to give.
Me too. And Carlos look good. He looks good in his little outfit. Mariah looks great.
Looking good.
Fresh, rehydrated. Okay.
I want to know what's next for her for sure. So I feel like Carlos, with him having production powers and whatnot, and Mariah clearly having the what it takes to create a show, I feel like they should do something together. I'd be interested to know what she has going on currently. I do like this update that we got to know that she is taking a different direction into real estate. What she's done with her production studio is amazing. So this first half was really, really, really good. And I really did enjoy.
Exactly. And I don't mind working for Mariah. Like I said, and I feel like she's going to be a diva, of course. But I don't mind.
She ain't no diva.
ain't no diva.
I just want to say that, Mariah. Don't take that
That was
personal.
my favorite part though, with Beyonce. She ain't no diva. I was like, woo, oh
She
girl.
ain't a diva. But yeah, they should do something together. I feel like Carlos should do something with a lot of people though.
Carlos needs to go actually do podcasts with some real YouTubers. I'm gonna put some names out here. Bondi Blue, okay. Funky Naniva. I think him and Funky did something already, but I know him and DJ Richie Scott did something. Kempire, Make It Make Sense, Scotty by Nature TV.
Child, Mims would be out there acting a fool, cutting up on the podcast.
He should.
I love him.
That would be good as hell because Mims shade is another level. And that shit would have been interesting.
But yeah, that would be good.
Exactly, it would. But so girl, where can everybody hit you up at? Follow you on. What you got coming up next?
The channel is Simply Sakina. I could put it in the chat. Maybe I should do that. And listen, when I put this in here, if you're not subscribed to my channel, just know that the period is a part of the the period is a part of the link.
Because, it sure is. Mm-hmm.
Yes, somebody on the World Wide Web already has Simply Sakina as their YouTube URL. And I got tired of using that number one. I don't know. That just irritated me. So I put a period at the end of it. So
yes.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel.
Let me share your did you share your link? I was about to share it too.
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Okay, great.
So you can subscribe to my channel there if you're not there already. If you're not, part of the gang. I do review Real Housewives of Potomac, Beverly Hills, Miami, and I do Ready to Love. And all of those videos are up.
Yes.
So, I also did a collab, like very impromptu this week with Nikki Star TV.
Oh, did you?
I joined her live the other day for Ready to Love. So I'm going to be reoccurring,
I'm about to say do some collabs on your channel too, girl. I know you don't really talk about hot topics, but we can do some collabs on something trending that's relevant to the show. So
you know what? Maybe this is the year to branch out.
Because we both almost at 6K now.
I know, and it's just like, come on, I need the views and the subscribers, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm branching out, and I feel like that was definitely a random situation. I just put in the comments like, oh, I just got done with my review just in time to watch her live, and she was like, wait, you reviewed this? Come up here. So it was one of those.
Come on, Nikki.
I was not expecting. So check out that as well. People in the comments come through, and you can also follow me on Instagram, simply_Sakina. Follow me on Twitter at Simply Sakina. I'm there. Sakina, would you cover gossip or pop culture? See, that's the thing. Okay, I feel like, all right, y'all. If I'm with somebody, then I could probably give y'all something.
Welcome, sweetie. Thank you. Welcome over.
Hey. So yes, I feel like if I'm doing hot topics with somebody else, Josiah or anybody else who would be interested, then okay.
I say the same thing because honestly, I don't like coming up here live by myself. I really don't. I mean, I'm more of a write a script, write a script, write a story, record my script, do my voiceover, and post the video. I'm not really like Scotty T really be like, they eat this shit. Like as far as like going live, chilling. I can't do that. That's not me. Well, I'm like, hey guys, so how's the weather out there?
Well, see, that's the thing though. When I first got the ability to go live, baby, I was thirsty. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I can go live. So I did, and I did have a good time. It was just me by myself. I did go live with Niecy. Shout out to my girl Niecy. I went live with her once, and I think that was on her channel though. That was so long ago at this point. It was like both of us were really new to YouTube, but doing it by myself, it was fun. I will say it brought out my personality. You just really feed off of the comments because I had certain topics to talk about, but you feed off the comments and
I do not like going by. I do not like going by myself.
Now I'm kind of that way too. I'm like, I don't really want to go live unless
But I told myself I will be doing more lives to interact with people because I know on camera I'm like really quiet and innocent and sweet, and I am, but I can show a little bit more expressive.
yes.
So,
and that's what live does. I feel like live does give
but
you.
I accelerate when it comes to actual dialogue, like a podcast style video. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I'm gonna be coming live more, at least once a week, once or twice a week. That's the goal because I already put YouTube down as a 20-hour. I did my YouTube work schedule, 25 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Come on, Google with the checks. What a check say?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Scotty talking shit.
Child. But yeah, let's go and get out of here. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. Expect some more collabs with us later on. Okay, we might do this once a week, once every 2 weeks. Who knows? Let me know.
I'm here. Okay.
All right. See y'all later. Bye.
This was good.
It ain't ended yet. Going? It's still going. It ain't ended yet. Hold on.
Now, what if I would have pulled my wig off?
That's a wig?